In this example, we have two paths. Number one is to procure hardware, test hardware, and another part is procure software tools, write program, test and debug, and install your application. Whereas install activity has two predecessors. Number one is test and debug, and another is called test hardware. To see that information, you need to click here, right click, insert column, and then select predecessors. Now you can see that the install activity has two predecessors, row number 9 and 4. Row number 9 is test and debug, and 4 number row is basically test hardware. Now, install activity is dependent on test hardware, and test hardware is dependent on procure hardware. So this test hardware activity will start on 13th of June and will complete on 22nd of June, whereas the install activity will start on 27th of October. This indicates that you are going to purchase your hardware 4 months before the actual start of that work, that is install activity. So you can delay that work. For that purpose, you need to set it to the specific dates, or you can change its information. For that purpose, you need to click here, right click, and click on the insert column and type constraint type. When we select the constraint type column, you can see that all activities constraint type is set to as soon as possible. So you can change this information, like I want to start test hardware activity and procure hardware activity the moment we need these hardwares, and we need these hardwares right before the install activity. So you can select both activities, or you can select one, and in the drop down section you can select as late as possible. When I select change it as late as possible, you can see that the dates have been changed automatically. If I click Ctrl Z, you can see here that the procure hardware will start on 23rd of June and will complete on 10th of June, whereas the test hardware activity will start on 13th of June and will complete on 22nd of June, whereas the install activity will start 4 months ahead of this activity. So why don't you purchase these hardwares right before the install activity? For that purpose, we select as late as possible. This as late as possible option is helping you to select those dates or find out those dates which are suitable for the project, means that the project duration will not be changed and you can complete this work and the date of this install activity will not be affected. So for that purpose, we select as late as possible. Always remember, this as late as possible activity option can be applied where the project path is not part of critical path.